by observing Pancharatri vow, one attains liberation. One should begin to observe the Pancharatri day from the Ratri of Parama Ekadasi. Ratri means night. Pancharatri means 5 nights. So, Ekadasi night, Dwadasi night, Trayodasi night, Chaturdasi night, Amavasya night. Interesting, because Amavasya night, Amavasya is on the 14th. And the breaking of the actual Adhika Mas fast is on Amavasya. The Amavasya ends, 14th is called Amavasya, but Amavasya ends on the 14th at 5:45 in the morning. So now if you continue that and observe through that night, I guess that night means that day, just as by eating once a day. So if you eat once a day, or whatever you do, or fast for 5 days, or whatever, don't eat, you can break fast after. Eat once a day that day, whatever you want to break from, whatever you fasted from the rest of the month, you can break, but eat it one time. That's the only way I could see to meet both bratas, because you have 2 bratas here, a 30-day brata, and he's only talking about the 5-day, but what about, we're doing Adhika Mas Brat, which has a beginning and a samapt. It's aramba and samapt. Brat aramba and brat samapt. Samapt means the end, the complete end. So that's at the end of Amavasya, which ends on the 14th morning at 5:45 a.m. So then so after 5:45 a.m., or before that, or it's pretty early in the morning, but after that, you would give charity to Brahmins and give them the foods, or donate the foods that you fasted from. I give foodstuffs plus money and sesame seeds or umbrellas and shoes and all kinds of auspicious items that are mentioned to suitable Brahmins and or Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are more than Brahmins. And then break your fast by eating once a day. And once a day, every day, starting tomorrow. That's how I could understand, without further input, this Pancharatri vow. Because it begins today, and this is already told in this same discussion, that in the beginning here it says that one should observe the same vows of this Ekadasi as the previous one, which was observed. In other words, it's supposed to be Nirjal today, Nirjal and Jagran, the previous one and this one. So then that's not eating once a day today. So it's not exactly. Just as anyone he says, one should begin to observe today on Ekadasi with proper rules and regulations. Anyone who according to his ability fasts for 5 days beginning from Parama Ekadashi goes back to the abode of Vishnu along with his father, mother, and wife. One who eats only once a day during these 5 days becomes free from all sinful reaction and goes to the spiritual world. It's very interesting because there's 2 sentences that are saying 2 different things. So it's a little ambiguous. Because one thing, they both are talking about the fast. Both Krishna's statements. So he says, according to his ability, one who fasts. So that might mean fasting, eating twice a day. That's also fasting. Or eating fruits twice a day. Or eating milk 3 times a day. Or just saying, if you fast, according to your ability, whatever that ability is, whatever you do, you fast, and you go to Vaikuntha. But then he says, if you eat once a day, you get free from sins and go to the spiritual world. So it seems like you eat once a day and go to the spiritual world, or you can fast according to your ability. Which means my ability is that I can eat twice. If I usually eat thrice, but I think I can exist by eating twice. Some people, that's their ability. If they eat less than twice, then they not even exist, practically. Or just sleep all day. So I guess it's a little bit flexible here, what you want to do. But we're already fasting, whatever we're doing for a Shota month, so this is already built in. It's kind of like, isn't it? It's almost built in. I don't know that it really changes anything. If anyone's doing Adhika Mas Brat, I don't think it really changes anything. Do you see how it changes anything? The only thing you could say is if you weren't eating once a day, then you could eat once a day. If you're eating twice a day. Myself, I was eating twice or more sometimes with this medicine for a few days. Last 7 days I was eating something in the morning also, some milk, and one day all roti, which is my medicine. But I'm going, my Krishna's grace, at least I'll do this, eat once a day. 5 days. According to the instructions of Kaundinya Muni, the husband and wife duly observed this Parama Ekadashi. When the vows of Ekadashi and Pancharatri were completed, a prince from the royal palace came there. Being inspired by Brahma, the prince offered Sumedha and Pavitra a new house decorated with beautiful royal furniture. Well, that's wonderful. He gave them a cow for their livelihood, and after praising the Brahmin couple, the prince left. As a result of this, the prince returned to the abode of Vishnu at the end of his life. As the Brahmanas are the best among the human beings, cows are the best of the four-legged animals, Indra is the best among demigods, leap year is the best among all months. Within this month, the two Ekadasis, Padmini and Parama, are most dear to Hari. If after receiving human form one does not observe Ekadashi, then he never attains any happiness throughout the 8,400,000 species of life. Rather, he suffers unlimited miseries. By virtue of great piety, one obtains a human birth. Therefore, one should certainly observe the vow of Ekadashi. After hearing the glories of this Ekadashi, Yudhishthira, along with his wife and brothers, observed this sacred Ekadashi. The first sentence that Krishna said was, the procedure for observing this Ekadashi is the same as I already described to you for the previous Ekadashi, which, to remind you, it talks about not eating spinach on Dasami and feeding Vaishnavas and Brahmanas on Dwadasi. And on today Ekadashi, and we should chant the holy names and glories of the Lord. We should not indulge in useless talk. So that's one reminder. If we break for a bath and we have everyone do kirtan, we want kirtan, not prajalpa, not gramya katha, not 5 minutes kirtan and stopping and talking prajalpa. When one is in a guru's ashram observing jagaran, it's not the time for chit-chat, he, ha, ha, hoo, hoo. Every moment should be spent in kirtan or hari katha. Because it's a rare event. So much arrangement has to be there to even have the opportunity to be in the Guru's ashram. So as soon as you're outside the order of the Guru, then where are you? You're in Maya. Well, he says that we should offer the Lord sandalwood paste, which we did, and incense. We're doing a lamp, which we'll do. We'll offer a ghee lamp and a guru and camphor and water, and should chant the holy names. One should not indulge in useless talk. So the Guru is trying to represent Krishna by saying, I'm not speaking any Hari Katha or having any kirtan, so I'm just taking a quick bath. Please have a kirtan. There's nothing useless about a kirtan. That's the supreme art, supreme value. The Gramya Katha, he, ha, ha, that's totally useless. And someone might say, we were talking about you. It doesn't matter. That's not what we asked. Talk about Krishna. Kirtan is great for everybody. Talking about the Guru may be good for the Guru's disciples. Of course it's good for anybody, but just in a larger circle it may not be good for Lakshmi Devi or some other personality. And anyone who hears the name of Krishna, they will be benefited. If one drinks water or milk today, his vow is spoiled. That's what Krishna is telling in the last one. These are kind of must nirjals. One should remain awake on the night of Ekadasi and glorify the holy names and qualities of the Lord. And then it's all this, if you remain awake for 3 hours, you get this benefit. So hanging there for 6, you get a Vajpayee sacrifice. You go for 9, you get an Ashwamedha sacrifice. And if you go the whole 9 yards, you got a Rajasuya sacrifice. Rajasuya sacrifice, ghee. But actually we're not interested in all these things. We're interested in Nitya Seva of Radha and Krishna and the growth of Vrindavan. And that's the only yagya and sacrifice that we're interested in is Nam Yagya. And sacrificing our mind and words in that yagya. Our body, mind and heart in that Nam Yagya.